Hello everyone, welcome to CC Group Crypto on the Road edition. This is Web3 Wednesdays on the Road edition. I am currently in Dallas, Texas, visiting some family, but as you know, the show must go on. I must continue to put out this content. So I have decided to go ahead and record a video anyway on my new iPhone actually. So the quality hopefully is pretty good. I got the pool behind me, right? So nice and relaxed environment, which I'm gonna need to be relaxed for this video because there's a lot of stress going on right now with Bitcoin. As many of you know, the price has dropped pretty dramatically. There's also some other unfortunate news about Ethereum. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get started. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the bad news for Ethereum. Unfortunately, the merge that I talked about in the previous episode is going to be delayed for Ethereum. Now, originally they said that they were shooting for Q2 of this year, so that is sometime between April and June. Most people expected that to fall in June. Turns out one of the Ethereum developers, Tim Biko, or Beko, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his last name, but it turns out that Tim has tweeted that the merge will not be happening in June, like many of us hoped, will actually be taking place sometime in the fall. And so that could be anywhere from September to November, right? So essentially we're looking at more towards Q3, Q4 time frame for the Ethereum merge to take place. Now, that doesn't mean that buying Ethereum is a bad idea or that you shouldn't still load up. As we get closer to that date, the price I'm sure will rise, and it may rise in the meantime due to other factors as well. So I'm still loading up on my Ethereum. Was hoping for maybe a bigger push for the price leading up to June with expectations around there, but turns out that is not the case. So just keep that in mind as you are making your purchases. Now, the next big thing that we have going on, as you guys have seen, the price of Bitcoin has taken a major hit this week. So why has that happened? Well, unfortunately, with the conditions of inflation right now, a report came out and said that inflation rates in the US for the month of March were 8.5%. It is the worst inflation rate since 1981. It's horrible. It's off the charts. At first, they kept saying, hey, don't worry about it, guys. The inflation will just kind of naturally go away as we slowly bump up interest rates. That is not true. That is false. The price of everything is going up dramatically. Gas, food, a gallon of milk, right? All have gone up dramatically in the past few months. And so the Federal Reserve, the Fed, has really decided to change its stance. There were some people that were feeling, not so aggressive, saying, hey, yeah, it's bad, but it's not that bad yet. Well, those few people that were saying that have changed their tune. They're saying, hey, yeah, this is out of control. We got to get on this immediately. So 8.5% is just a major, major issue, and we've got to do something about it. And so we are expecting some more rate hikes, some more interest rate increases, right? And as those interest rates increase, that affects the stock market, right? And as the stock market takes a tumble, which is what it has done, Bitcoin takes a tumble as well. And when Bitcoin tumbles like that, the entire market does. And so we had some crazy prices. We had Ethereum around like the $2,900 level. We had Bitcoin at the $39,000 level. So below 40K. As of today, it is slightly above that now, hovering around 41,000. But it took a major hit. We pretty much lost all the gains that we had for the month of March, which we had gotten up to, that 46, 47 level, with many people thinking that we were going to go ahead and hit 50K and maybe bust through it. That is not the case. We have sunk down in the opposite direction. So what does that mean for the future? That means that you guys have to keep a very, very close eye on the stock market. You have to keep a very, very close eye on monetary policies. You have to keep a very, very close eye on what the government is doing to curb inflation. If they are going to get more and more aggressive that is going to significantly hurt the stock market, and that hurt is going to translate over into Bitcoin. Sorry, you might hear that dog barking across the street, but that's going to hurt the price. And so you have to keep an eye on that. If you're someone that, isn't necessarily looking for maybe a longer term buy, which is what I recommend. If you're looking for short-term moves, be prepared. It may sting a little. If you decide to get in soon, you could see some more price drop-offs. That's why I highly recommend that when you are buying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, that you really try to buy things that you're looking to hold for a longer time frame, about, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years. That's always been my strategy. It is to purchase crypto with a long-term vision, a long-term plan, and just slowly build those assets up over time, right? That is how I built my portfolio. That is the way that a lot of people have built their portfolio. Think about it almost like a 401k, right? With a 401k, it doesn't get to $100,000 because the market runs up overnight, right? It gets to $100,000 by you being persistent and consistent, right? And putting in that money every pay period into that 401k until eventually it reaches an amount that will allow you to retire. So think about it like a 401k. It's for the long run. It's for your retirement. Put that money in over time. Let that build up. Let that portfolio grow. And then be able to take advantage of those gains over a long time versus trying to time the market. Because right now it's going to be pretty tough to time the market with the way that things are. The situation is extremely volatile. And there's no guarantees that Bitcoin will continue to go up in the short term, right? So that's really what I have today. A little bit of a shorter episode. Again, Web3 Wednesdays on the road. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I've been getting some new subscribers lately. I really appreciate that support as well. Also, please like, comment, everything you can do to help me out. Any way you can engage with my content, that's going to significantly help me out in the long run. I'm hoping to hopefully hit 100 subscribers. Hopefully in the next month or so is going to be my goal. I have some new content that's going to be coming out. I think it's going to do pretty well, and it's going to be geared towards beginners and give people those kind of very popular search terms like how to buy Bitcoin, is Bitcoin a scam, things of that nature that really get, I think, a lot of attention. So I'm gonna be working on getting that new content out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm out of here. Peace.